Hey guys, welcome to Homebrew Wednesday. Good day, hope you're having a decent week. Hope your Wednesday is turning out half decently. I've got a nice looking beer here. Actually, let me see if I can get a close-up of the... It might take a second for it to focus here. And we'll get the bubbles. The Upside Down Snowstorm. Yes, sirree. That's the head being created from underneath, and it's very cold, so it's frothing up, but that's the head being created from underneath, from the bottom. That's what you want in a heavily carbonated beer. It's nice to see that. That's a good quality looking beer. Now it's a Mexican cerveza, a Cooper's Mexican cerveza beer kit, and I did not do anything special to this beer. I basically followed the instructions on the side of the can. They call for Brew Enhancer 1, which is Cooper's Brew Enhancer 1. I don't think I have the box, but you know what it looks like. Which is basically 750 grams of dextrose and 250 grams of maltodextrin. Now you can put that together yourself if you want. Probably going to be a little bit cheaper, so it's completely up to you. But when you do the box thing, the Brew Enhancer thing, it's just easy. You just add it for a couple extra bucks. So that's completely up to you. Let's give this a shot. It stands up to its, what it's supposed to be, which is a very, very light tasting lawnmower style beer. I think they've done a great job at this. Or I did a great job at it, but I didn't do anything. I just threw everything in. I actually added a little extra dextrose to it just to bring it up to the 1 kilo mark with the dextrose, and then there was the multidextrin in the Cooper's Brew Enhancer 1. So, but it's the first kit and kilo I've done in, probably over a year, maybe even 2 years now. I haven't done just a plain old kit and kilo style beer. And you know what, when you buy when you buy like a macro beer, like a Coors or a Bud or whatever, those are basically kind of like kit and kilo. I mean, there's a lot of sugar added to those, corn sugar, rice, fermented rice, fermented corn, to get the alcohol up there. And for those of you who are starting out home brewing and you want to try and create the type of beers that you're used to just going out and buying at the store, the big brand name beers, this is your man. In fact, this tastes better than those. It doesn't have that sort of aftertaste. Now, it's not a lager like a lot of those are, but it's just like a very light ale. And I've brewed this a few times, and I really like it. It's a very unobtrusive, refreshing lawnmower beer. And I don't know, there you have it. It's just what I did. Okay, I just tried it, and that's what we've got. So I've got lots of, a couple of all grains I'm going to be doing, and I got a partial extract in the fridge, the recipe for that. I just wanted a break from the sort of the darker, heavier beers that I've been drinking with a lot of hops in them. I just wanted something really nice and refreshing to sort of, reset the palate, if you will. So that when I brew my next IPA, I'm going to be like, whoa, yeah, this is great. So it's a good beer. Give it a shot. It's Cooper's Mexican cerveza. Do it the way the can says to do it. Don't add dry malt extract to it. Don't add anything. Just do it the way the can suggests. Brew it at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and for about a week and a half. Don't rush it. Let it sit. Like this is fairly clear, and this was just kegged like a few hours ago. Okay, and I force carbonated it. So try that. See if you like it. If you don't like it, well, let me know. What do you think? All right? Not everyone has the same expectations. Now, when I carbed this beer, I did force carbonate it. I put it under about 35 pounds pressure. I got it down really cold. I changed my keezer into a freezer for a couple of hours, and I brought it down Arctic temperatures. And then I carbonated it by shaking the keg. I put the excuse me, I've got a bit of a allergy of some sort. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but anyways, it's spring. Maybe, you know, maybe something's going on. I put the gas line on the serving side of the keg, and that goes down all the way into the bottom of the keg. So that way the CO2 goes up through the beer when you're shaking the keg and forcing it in. A couple guys mentioned that to me to give that a try, and I think it works a lot better than just doing it from the gas side of the keg myself. So if you're a kegger, try that. All right, it works. Look, it's holding up a nice little cap on it. There ain't nothing. Guys, listen, there ain't nothing wrong with this simple beer. Trust me. The most important thing I have to cover here is my Justin TV broadcast. I'm going to do it's a short little segment here. Last Friday, when I was broadcasting on Justin TV /CraigTube, in the middle of my broadcast, my channel got suspended, and so it went offline and stopped. You know, and the reason for that is just, you know, we're playing music. The record industry doesn't want us to do that, and they have orders, or they have, you know, the right to ask these social networks like Justin TV to implement software that scans the broadcasts and figures out if people are playing copyright material. It can be shut down. Okay, so it's not Justin TV's fault. They have to do this by law, or else they'll get sued. They'll get in trouble. So I got shut down. It's Warner Brothers. They are the ones who are implementing this. They own most of the record companies anyway, so they're the ones that are forcing this upon us. And so I got shut down, and I went to another network and started up again, and we continued on. So a lot of people are sort of wondering what happened. That's the basics of it. I'm going to make another video that will be coming out after this video that will explain a lot more detail about, you know, what happens, why it happens, what happened to me, and, you know, why I've made the decisions that I've made, and whatnot. So if you want to hear more about this, and if you're a broadcaster on JTV or on Vaughn Live, you should probably watch that video, because I've got some things to say that matter to, and you know, I think a few people need to listen. Okay. Now, if you don't watch my Justin TV broadcast, then don't watch that video. It won't concern you at all. But if you do, you should probably watch. Okay, and that'll be coming out after this. I got my Justin TV channel back. It's my first offense. They gave it to me back, and I'm allowed to do what I always do. Justin TV doesn't care if you broadcast music. It's the record companies that care. That's just all I know. Is I went and checked the next day or 2 days later, and it was back up, my channel. So I will be back on Friday, 10 o'clock p.m., same time, same place. Everything's exactly the same, okay? So for you guys who watch, just come back the way you always do, and we'll continue on. If it does get shut down again, which I don't think it will, it's probably going to take a while for it to happen again. But if it does in the future, I have another broadcast channel on vaughnlive.tv/CraigTube, and I'll put a link in the description and a thing up on the screen here, so you can go there, create an account, and go to my channel and follow it and get ready, so that if we do get shut down, we can just quickly move over to vaughnlive.tv. That's what we did last week when I got shut down, so that's what we'll do again. Okay, so that's an update. So you know, Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, justin.tv/CraigTube. Boom. We're back, and we're bad. No. Some people were asking me about the induction burner that I bought. This thing right here. Let's grab it so you can remind you what it looks like. I was showing this on my last was it my last one? I can't remember. My last Wednesday video, and so I'm going to keep it. I'm happy with it. I actually cooked a stew on it up in the kitchen a few days ago, and it was successful. It was successful. I found it a little difficult to find, you know, It's got some temperature control, but it's only got like, what, eight different temperature, variants or increments. So I found it difficult to go from, bringing it to a simmer where it was kind of simmering a little fast for my liking. And then when you brought it down to the next temperature, it was not simmering at all. So I had to kind of decide which, where to go with that. And I wasn't really happy about it in that respect. But I think as far as, boiling water, boiling hops, doing a mini mash or doing a partial extract brew down here in the basement, yeah, I think it's a really handy thing to have. I think I'm going to get some of that insulation, that bubble wrap that's aluminum that you can wrap around your brew pot to keep the heat in. I'm going to get some of that. So when I'm bringing my water and my wort up to a boil, it won't take quite as long, and it'll stay at a boil even with the lid off. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think it's a great tool to have. It was a little expensive at $80, but it's a great thing to have something down in the basement where you can just boil water, you can boil some hops, do your little brew down here without going up and down the stairs. For me, that's a bad... I don't like bringing hot wort down the stairs, and if I ever fell or something, I could get burned. So, what else? See, I don't have a lot of material here for this week at all. There's really nothing going on. I've got this beer here, which is still looking pretty good, huh? Still got the upside down snowstorm. And it's a good quality session beer. I don't know. You can beg to differ if you like down in the comments. But it's the Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. Yeah. There's not much to it as far as flavor goes. It's very, very basic. But some people, that's what they want when they're... I get asked all the time, I drink Coors Light or I drink Bud. What can I do to get a sort of similar beer? That one is what you want. That's going to get you those results, and just brew it the way it says on the thing. Okay, what else? I do have a few beer reviews coming up. I've had beers sent to me like, a month and a half ago or something. And I've done the reviews, I just haven't posted them on YouTube yet. So they're there. And those of you who have sent beers, 2 of you in particular, the reviews have been done. And the videos are I'm just going to, I got to get posting them as soon as I can. So no beers got rejected. All the videos got recorded, and I enjoyed all of the beers, so you don't have to worry. I bought a wine kit, and it's the wrong one. I didn't realize it, but this is a white wine. They're heavy. Okay? I didn't realize it. I picked up the wrong one, and I already opened it and everything. So I'm just going to brew that. Somebody asked me if I was going to do any more winemaking videos. Yeah, I probably will. The ones I did a few years ago are sort of out of date, although they're still pretty good. They're pretty thorough, and that's how you do it. I mean, it couldn't be easier. Making a batch of wine like that, if I were to do it right now, let's see, I've got a fermenter there, it's cleaned, so I've got a clean fermenter, I've got a clean thing to stir it with. If I was to make a batch of wine right now from a kit like that, it's probably going to take me about 20 minutes. From start to finish, from sanitizing the fermenter, putting the stuff in there, topping it up, pitching the yeast, 20 minutes, half an hour at the most. It's the easiest thing to do. Now that kit I showed you was $60. Okay? And it gives you 30 bottles of wine. Well, I don't bottle my wine, as you may have seen in one of my other Homebrew Wednesday videos. I actually put it in these things. Let me just get up here and show you this. This is like a bag. It's a food grade plastic bladder with a tap on the bottom that you press, and the stuff comes out the tap. Okay, so let's put that over there. And so I put the wine, once it's finished, I put it in those. And then I tuck them into these boxes here with the spigot sticking out of the box, you see? Well, there's 2 of them. And all I do is bring my glass up and press the trigger, and I pour myself a glass of wine. Now, it's red wine, so that doesn't have to be cold. White wine, you might want to put this in your fridge. And but it's just such an easy way to package your wine. And if you want to take a bottle of wine to a party or to a dinner or something like that, you just pour some into a bottle. You know, it's going to be drank that night anyway, so it's not going to oxidize or get infected or anything like that, you know, in that amount of time. So you don't have to worry. I think that's a fantastic way to do it. You have to be careful when you're siphoning the wine into the bags that the spigot doesn't, like, I lay the box on its side so the spigot is sticking up, and then I take the spigot off and I put the hose in, you know, the siphon hose, and the wine goes in. You got to kind of hold the spigot up. You can't, or this opening of the bag, you don't want it to fall down inside the box. That's the only thing you got to be careful. So when you make these little boxes, make sure you got a tight fit so it doesn't happen, because it happened to me and it's not good. So, but you know, that's really, guys, I'm telling you, that's really all I've got for you. I can sit here and ramble on and, you know, say, you know, empty things, but I really have nothing else to report. I've got an all-grain brew that I have to do soon. I've got some nice, where did it go? A nice Y-Yeast smack pack. It's in there, I just can't reach it because it's at the back. Oh, no, there it is. So I got this little smack pack here. I got from a viewer. So we're going to do an all-grain batch with that. It's an American ale, so we'll do an American ale with it, even maybe IPA or something like that, or just whatever. And we've got that. And I've got some beers here I'm going to review. Whoops. And I've got some yeast that I have to use up as well. And a bunch of hops. So we're, you know, we've got lots of things to play with. And I've got a whole bag of 2-row grains over there. And some specialty grains up over there. And some specialty grains up there. And lots of things to play with. And the liquid malt extract that I get, hang on one sec, I'll go back to the fridge, comes in these containers here, and it's excellent quality. I don't know where they get it from or what it is. It's probably Breeze. I don't know. I don't know where it is or what brand it is, but this place where I get this from, these are this is 1 kilogram, and it's $5.49. $5.49 for 1 kilogram. That's good. I think it is. I mean, you might get it for cheaper, but you know, you can. This is, you know, if you buy 3 of these, that's $15. Well, 17 or whatever, and you don't have to add any dextrose. It's a total malt, all malt beer, and this is good quality. This is a 2-row malt. Go ahead and add your specialty grains to it, your yeast, or sorry, your hops. You can make it a fairly damn decent beer with that. Damn decent beer. I took the everything I need here is off camera. Sorry, the SaniClean that was sent to me. I talked about that last week, and I took an old Star San container that was empty, and I just, you know, labeled it SaniClean, and I put the SaniClean in here, so now I can divvy it out, you know, up into the thing, into the little reservoir up there, and we got that. So that's awesome. Plus the Star San I got too, and all that stuff. Great stuff. Thank you guys again for sending me that. That's great. And I've got iota 4, so I think I've got more sanitizer than I'm ever going to need for the near future. But this is yeah, this is all I've got. I'm going to let you guys go and watch some other Homebrew Wednesday videos, and keep it real. I'm just, you know, I got no more information for you. I'm out. I'm going to get this video up there. The phone's ringing. What the hell? This time of night? What the hell? Anyway, cheers to you. And we'll have more for you next week on my Homebrew Wednesday video. In the meantime, I'm going to sit and finish the rest of my Mexican cerveza. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your week. And we'll see you Friday, same time, same bat channel. Bye. See ya.